Hi, intermediates. Welcome to story time. This story is called The Little Red Hen and the Passover Matzah. The year was passing. The little red hen could feel the change of the seasons in the tips of her feathers. She could smell it in the barnyard air. She could see it on her calendar. "Oh, Gewalt," she exclaimed, thinking ahead of spring. "Before I know it, it will be time for Passover. I will need some matzah for my Seder dinner, and that begins with some grains of wheat." In a small corner of the chicken coop, the little red hen kept a small pile of grains and safe from wind and water. She gathered them now and went to find her friends. Such friends she had, always ready to lend a hand. "Who will help me plant these grains?" "Not I," said Sheep. "Sorry, Bub," said Horse. "Think again," said Dog, a little bit rudely. The little red hen was not happy. Okay, she grumbled. "I should worry? I'll just do it myself." And the little red hen planted those grains. Months passed. The sun shone, the rain fell, and the grain grew tall. The little red hen waited patiently. Finally, there was a field of wheat ready to be harvested. The little red hen went to find her friends. This time, she was sure they'd lend a hand. "Who will help me cut the wheat?" she asked. "Not I," said the sheep. "Sorry, Bub," said the horse. "Think again," said Dog, a little bit rudely. "We're your friends, not your servants." The little red hen was definitely not happy. "Friends schmens," she muttered. "I'll just do it myself." And the little red hen cut the wheat. The wheat was ready for the mill. The little red hen gathered it together and went to find her friends. "They won't disappoint me again," she told herself confidently. "Who will help me carry this wheat to the mill?" she asked them. "Not I," said Sheep. "Sorry, Bub," said Horse. "Think again," said Dog, a little bit rudely. "We're resting." The little red hen was really not happy this time. "I think I should live so long," she kvetched, "to see this bunch of lazy no-good-nicks put in honest day's work. I'll just do it myself." The little red hen took the wheat to the special Passover mill, where a miller ground it into flour. Then she schlepped that flour back home in a big, heavy sack, clucking to herself all the way. Before she knew it, it was spring, the morning of the first night of Passover. The little red hen had cleaned her house top to bottom. There wasn't a crumb of bread to be found anywhere. "Time to make the matzah," the little red hen announced to her friends. "Who wants to help? Everyone deserves a second or fourth chance," she reminded herself. But what do you think the little red hen heard? "Not I," said Sheep. "Sorry, Bub," said Horse. "Ha, ha, ha." Dog, more than a little bit rudely, said, "Think again." The little red hen was not happy. She was not surprised either. Okay, she said. "So I should starve? I'll just make it myself." The little red hen washed up carefully. She put a big bowl on the kitchen table. Then she set her timer. According to Jewish law, Passover matzah had to be finished in 18 minutes. The little red hen mixed the flour and water quickly. She kneaded it quickly. She rolled it out nice and flat quickly. She pricked it all over prickly. She put it into the oven to bake. Ding! The matzah was ready just in time. Then The little red hen prepared the Seder dinner. She boiled eggs, simmered soup, mixed gefilte fish. She washed parsley, chopped apples and nuts, and stirred batter for cake. Finally, she set the table, putting a beautiful Passover Haggadah at each place and an extra chair for Elijah the prophet. Should he come, God willing. She finished with a covered plate of homemade matzah. The little red hen sat in a chair and waited. When the sun began to set in the evening sky, there was a knock at the door. And who do you think appeared? Bah, nay, woof. We're famished, they told the little red hen. What's for dinner? You've got to be kidding, scolded the little red hen. What chutzpah! You didn't help me plant the grains when I asked you. You didn't help me harvest the wheat. You didn't help me carry it to the mill. You didn't take it back home again. You didn't even help me bake the matzah. So tell me, why should I share my Seder with the likes of you? Sheep, horse, dog couldn't think of a thing to say. They just bowed their heads down. The little red hen was right. They had not been very good friends. The three animals silently sat and hung their heads in shame. The little red hen was quiet too. Now I should invite them to my Seder, she thought. Then she remembered the words written in Passover Haggadah. Let all who are hungry come and eat. She looked at her friends. They looked hungry. Besides, the little red hen was a good egg, a mensch. A mensch forgives. And why are you just standing there, she said finally. Come on in. So, together, the friends celebrated the holiday. Together, they noshed on tasty, crunchy matzah. And when the Seder was over, after all the planting and harvesting and schlepping and the cleaning, the baking and the feasting, just who do you think had to wash all those dishes? Not I, said the little red hen, because horse, sheep, and dog did it for her. I hope you enjoyed story time. This was a great story. Happy Passover.